He's looking a lot leaner than the last time I saw him fought Carlos Takam, where he was like really, really big and muscular. He looks a lot leaner for me, and it looks like everything is unfit, right?
Yeah.
And everything is set for that showdown against Joseph Parker. I can't wait for this one. March the 31st.
Yeah, I think I love the approach he's actually using here.
Okay.
He says he knows he had a bigger fight than this, so he's not taking it lightly. He's not letting it get into his head that he's going to throw into the ring and just take him out. So the confidence level is there, but he's not being overconfident, and he knows with the training he has undergone and having to change some of his tactics and everything to his training regimen, so he will be ready.
When you listen to AJ talk, I mean, he talks like a veteran, even though he's never 30. I mean, he just talks with so much experience, and you know, you can go into a boxing bout, especially the heavyweight division, and be too complacent and
knock you out in 3 rounds.
Because a punch can do the damage, and you're down and out. So he recognizes that, and that's why he's not taking Joseph Parker lightly at all.
Okay, let's hear him talk now.
I think there's a difference in being confident and being overconfident. Confidence is believing in yourself. Being overconfident is walking around as if you've already done it. That's why we're back in here later on sparring. I spar with a lot of the amateur guys who are like professionals because they do WSB and all that stuff. They're very quick. I've got to keep that for 15 rounds. I learn from my mistake. I used to box with my hands here. I make sure I'm right hand up here, jabs coming out here, it's not coming here. I'm perfecting everything. And that's being confident in my ability now because I know what I'm putting in. I know I haven't missed a run. I know I haven't missed a boxing session. But not being overconfident, thinking because I beat Joe Bloggs last year, I'm definitely going to do it against Parker this year. That's not how it works. And we always said, in one of my interviews with Coogan years ago, I said, the same oil that got me through 2019 won't keep the wheel spinning in 2009, won't keep the wheel spinning in 2010. You have to park that up and start fresh. And that's what we've done this year. We started fresh.
Okay.
Right. AJ.
He knows what to do. Just get that belt and add to the one you have and just be one more unification bout.
Just one more to go. I mean, there's been it's been quite controversial. Like, a lot of people thought Lennox Lewis, and a lot of people thought Lennox was the last person, last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But Showtime came out a few days ago to say, actually, that was Mike Tyson in 1987, blah, blah, blah. The WBO, which Lennox didn't actually get to win during that period, wasn't a legitimate belt in quotes. But Lennox insists, nah, I'm the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And that WBO belt is what Joseph Parker owns now. And AJ is trying to get it. And when he gets that one, then it's going to be all about just one fight.
Just one. And against who?
Deontay Wilder. WBC belt on the line. Okay, let's move on with the showdown, Cecilia. Let's do
F1.
F1.
Yeah. Australian Grand Prix starting tomorrow morning. The practice and all that. And all the drivers, as usual, they've been talking at 12. You know, at the dominance of Mercedes, it's been boring. People want to see maybe Mercedes, maybe Renault, maybe McLaren, you know, some of the, you know,
we just want a competitive field.
We're going to have Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. As long as, I mean, that's, for me, if that's the case and those guys compete all through the season, then that's fine. I don't have any problems at all. Anyways, it's all about the Australian Grand Prix, which is going to start on Friday in Melbourne. And the usual suspects, this time around, we'll be listening to Daniel Ricciardo of the Red Bull Racing, and he's pretty confident and can't wait to get started in Melbourne.
Yeah, why not? I think if we're fighting for a world title and I win the title but he outqualifies me, then I'm still going to be very happy winning the world title. But I think as a competitor, you're never going to be fully satisfied unless you've done both, I guess. So I like the street circuits. I like the way the car really reacts. And yeah, Melbourne's got massive kind of camber on the crown on the road is really big. So even when you cross over from one side of the track to the other, you feel the car kind of get sucked to, you know, one way than the other. So it's unique, and I think it's challenging, and obviously we're supposed to be, and I think we are the best circuit drivers in the world. So these challenges should be normal, and it should be accepted, and yeah, from all of us, I guess.
Right, Daniel Ricciardo there, looking forward, sounding very confident ahead of the kickoff for the new season.
His hometown, you know.
His hometown, right? So there's a bit of pressure there for him.
Yeah.
How you want to impress, and we'll see how it pans out. His teammates as well will also be in action.
Yeah, he will also be in action. And we know what he won the last 2 races. You know, I mean, something like more like a breath of fresh air. You know, going to the final.
So he ended 2017 on a very
high note,
fantastic
and so he
note,
wants to start in that manner. And they just took time out to enjoy themselves, painting and all that.
Right.
Some were riding bikes, some were busy playing tennis and all. That's their fun for you. Take your mind off the pressure of what's going to happen on Friday. But then let's listen to Maz, how ready he is also.
Nice graffiti, yeah.
Always makes it a bit special because it's the first race weekend, so nobody really knows where they are. But Joe, of course, very keen to get started, and I think it's quite a good track to get started on. I think in general you always try to do the best you can. Well, that's how I approach it, but I'm not gonna change my approach to what I did last year. So yeah, I mean, anyway, I can't say what I'm gonna do right now because every weekend I guess is a bit different. So, yeah, I just see what happens, really. That's how I approach every race weekend.
Okay, that's Mas there, ending on the high, wanting to start so well. He's been a good driver, you know. When I say he's been a good driver, we haven't seen some rise things.
You haven't seen the season hasn't even started.
No, I mean, towards the end of the season, it was a bit calm.
Nah. Not really. He's always going to be aggressive. They don't call him Mad Max for nothing. Right.
That's what I'm saying. He's slowing down. He's slowed down.
You're going to see the real Max Verstappen. Verstappen when the season starts in Melbourne tomorrow. I mean, he's a very aggressive, driver. Can be reckless at times, and a lot of criticisms have come his way because of that. But then he's competitive. He wants to be a champion, and we'll see how he plays out. We need to go on a short break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at games from the National Basketball Association.